Ed, Joe, we've been friends for years.
Yeah, you know what? You are right. So in that case, I'm going to vote against it.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Tension. We're at our 5th episode and trying to find our last competitor to take part in the final next week. So without further ado, let's see who's playing today. So on today's episode, we have Tom, aka GeoWizard, Jack, Joe, and Ed. How is everyone?
Very good.
Excellent. Looking forward to this. So I know that you guys have been explaining the rules, but for those that don't know, let's have a quick look at them. Tension is a high-risk, high-reward quiz consisting of 10 top 10 questions with the aim of scoring more points than your opponents. The scoring is simple. For each question, there are 10 possible correct answers, and the further down the list you guess, the more points you score. Your score relates to the position of your answer on the list. The top answer or most obvious answer is worth 1 point, the fourth is worth 4, and so on, all the way down to the maximum 10 points. But beware, if you go any lower, you risk hitting the tension answers. Each question will have a certain number of tension answers that I will say at the start of the question. If a contestant is unlucky enough to give a tension answer, that will score them -5 points. If they give an answer lower than the tension answers, or simply an answer that is incorrect for that question, they will score -3. I'll give you an example question. If I was to ask, what are the first 10 letters of the alphabet? There are 2 tension answers. If a contestant said A, they would get 1 point for being the first letter of the alphabet. If another said F, they would get 6 points. However, if a contestant said K, this would be a tension answer, as it's the 11th letter of the alphabet and the first of the 2 tension answers, 11th and 12th on the list. J, of course, is the 10th letter of the alphabet, and that would have scored them the maximum 10 points. So the question is, depending on the question, how far down do you go? Obviously, questions won't be that easy. Look out for the double point questions where all scoring is doubled, meaning a 20-point score could be gained or -10 could be lost. Oh, and one more rule. You can't have the same answer as another player, so you best have a couple spare once they get read out. There is, of course, no cheating. Questions will move around in order to ensure everyone has a fair shot of going first. So expect big swings in scoring and a whole lot of tension. Let's play. Obviously, with this being where there's 4 of you on the episode, the order and the way we do things is ever so slightly different. We're going to do 2 rounds of 4 and then 2 final questions, which will be your double pointers. And at that point, whoever's in last will go first to give them a chance to catch up, so that at the end of 10 questions, we then have a winner. This is the last regular episode of the series, so whoever does win will be invited to come back for the final and to win the coveted tension trophy, which I know you're all dying to win. I'm sure for Ed, you're going to go in order as you appear on my screen. So the order is going to be Tom, Jack, Joe, then Ed, and obviously the order will move around with each question. When you are ready, Tom, please give me a number between 1 and 10 and we can kick off.
God, this is hard. 3.
Question number 3. Nice and simple for this, gentlemen. I'd like to know the 10 most populated cities in the Nordic area. So this would be any cities that are found in Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark, or Iceland. The figures are based on the total metropolitan area of the cities. And for this question, there are 2 tension answers.
Okay.
So I'm first, so I need to hurry up.
You don't need to hurry up. You will get 90 seconds to 2 minutes for each question, so don't worry. I mean, obviously, there's a little bit of banter between yourselves. Feel free. Don't feel like you have to sit there in silence.
I just know there's going to be... I'm going to say a city that's in Brazil.
Yeah, I'm clueless here. Is there an award for the most stupid person to ever appear on the show?
There isn't. We can certainly make one if it deems that there needs to be. Depending on the answers, obviously. As long as there's some good clips here, then it will work out fine, I'm sure.
I'm just going through football teams.
Yeah. That's the common place to start, I think, with this kind of question.
Biggest population, do you say?
Yeah, so it's the 10 largest. Obviously, the aim is to get the 10th answer, if you can, to get 10 maximum points.
I think I'm going to overshoot. I can already see it. Because last time I overshot a couple of times and paid the price.
You're free to go whenever you like at this point, Tom, so jump straight in.
I'm going to go for Malmo.
I had that written down.
Tom, you've gone for Malmo. We move over to Jack for his answer.
I've got 2. I'm trying to remember where this is. Please don't laugh at me. I'm going with Helsinki.
That technically is in the Nordic area, so, it would class and count in theory, depending on obviously how many people are in it. We now move around to Joe for your answer.
Yeah, I had Helsinki, and the only other option I've got is, I don't know how to pronounce this, and it's definitely wrong, but Sykeborg?
Are you making up places?
I'm just thinking of football teams.
That's what I was thinking.
FIFA manager mode.
And finally, Ed, we move around to you. Obviously, if you have multiple answers, you can now explain them at this point because nobody can obviously change your answers. So feel free to explain any workings out you might have.
Well, to be honest, my mind's completely frozen. So usually I'll be able to name a few, but I've literally got 3 answers. One of them's been taken. One of them's a massive risk, and the other one is a guarantee. And I think we go for the risk.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to say Gothenburg.
Gothenburg,
Nice.
okay.
I
Yeah.
don't think that's the thing from Batman. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not quite, yeah.
That could be a good one, yeah.
Okay, so top of the list that will get you 1 point. It has 2.3 million people in it. It's probably the one you all think it might be is Stockholm. So that is number 1 on the list for 1 point. Second on the list, just behind it, is Copenhagen. That would get you 2 points. Third on the list is Helsinki. So Jack, you get yourself 3 points.
Secured points already.
Done. Fourth on the list, nobody said it, Oslo. That would get you 4 points. Just over 1 million people there. Just behind Oslo, and being the last of the 1 million cities, is Gothenburg, Ed. So well done.
Great guess.
5 points.
Great guess.
Nice.
Now, there's a little bit of a jump down in 6th place to 670,000 people living in Malmo, Tom. So well
Nice.
done for Malmo. That's
I'll
6
take it.
points.
Oh, it's on you, Joe.
To see if we can get a perfect start of everyone being positive, 7th on the list is Tampere, which I think is in Finland. I'll have to check that. 8th on the list is Aarhus, which I believe is in Sweden. Again, I'm just going off the top of my head. We're now into the sub 300,000s. 9th place is Uppsala. If anyone's heard of Uppsala. And the 10-point answer for maximum points, 270,000 people live in Turku, which I believe is in Finland. Again, I've probably got that wrong, but I think that's off the top of my head. Your 2 tensions that would be worth -5 points are Bergen and Helsingborg. So luckily, nobody fell into the trap of saying Helsingborg as a football team. I'm going to have to look up, is it Silkenberg, you said?
I said
to see-
Sykeborg, and now I'm saying it out loud. I'm not entirely sure that's a real place.
Sykeborg is in Denmark, so it would count, but it only has 100,000 people in it. So it is
Okay.
too low.
Way
That
off,
means
yeah.
you would score -3 there as an incorrect answer. So almost everyone's off to a positive start. So we actually now move round to you, Jack. If you could give me a question number, please.
I'm going to go with lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7 is a question about the UK. It's a real simple one. I'm just looking for the 10 longest rivers in the UK.
Okay.
This is by length, and obviously this is the UK, so all countries of the United Kingdom where a river is will count. And for this, there are 3 tension answers. Obviously, Jack, you do get to go first here, so as you can probably imagine, there might be a couple of easy ones on here.
The thing is, there's a lot. This is hard for me because I'm from Swindon, so there's only a certain amount of knowledge I have in this head.
I didn't know you were from Swindon. I'm originally from Swindon. Well, I was born in Swindon.
Are you?
Anyway.
I'm sorry
Yeah.
to hear that.
No, well, I'm a Swindon Town fan, so I've been to
yeah.
been to the county ground a fair few times in my life.
Nice. Yeah. I live near around there. I'm going to dox myself, aren't I?
Yeah, what is your postcode?
What's my postcode? I'll give you my mother's maiden name as well. I'm really not good when it comes to rivers. I think I'm just gonna. Oh, do we to guess now?
You can guess whenever you like.
I'm gonna secure the bag, and I'll go with the River Thames.
Okay. Some disappointed faces there after saying that one. Joe, that moves around to you.
Perfect. No, that's great, actually. That's really good. I'm a massive fan of the River Thames, actually.
Just don't drink it.
Yeah, don't drink it. I'm that big of a fan that it is the only name I've got.
Sorry, mate.
So I'm gonna actually not bother to answer this one.
Make up a name. You did last round.
River Joe.
We move round to Ed.
It's a tricky one. I've got a few names of rivers because I was quite fortunate. In primary school, each class was named after a river.
Oh, this is cheating.
I don't know if they're big rivers. I don't know if they're just random northern rivers. I don't know. So I'm going to say the River Ouse.
The River Ouse.
Ooh, I like that.
Yep.
Don't know where it is.
Never heard of it.
Okay, and finally, feel free to do any explaining you may have, Tom, on this subject.
I should really know the order of the first 10, but I don't. Definitely Tens10n are the top 2. I've got the Great Ouse. I don't know if there's a difference between the Great Ouse and the Ouse. All I've got now is the Tay, the Wye, the Tyne, and the Avon.
Oh, I did actually know some of them.
But I'm going to go for the River Wye.
You've probably crossed a few rivers in your videos.
Yeah, I have actually. Yeah.
Going from the top, the longest river is actually the River Severn.
Oh,
Yeah, River Severn is the longest because just behind it is the River Thames.
I'll take that. I thought I was getting one.
It was mentioned, but nobody said it. The River Trent would have been the 3-point answer. Fourth on the list is the River Wye. Tom.
Oh, what?
So you get yourself
Really?
4 points. Yeah, it's the fourth longest. 155 miles long. Is the River Wye. Fifth on the list is the River Great Ouse, which is 143 miles, because just behind it is the River Ouse at 129 miles. So, Ed, you get yourself 6 points. Seventh on the list is the River Tay, T-A-Y. Eighth on the list is the River Clyde. Ninth on the list is the River Spey. 10 points at exactly 100 miles is the River Nene. It's the River Nene, or N-E-N-E. There were 3 tensions. They were the River Bann, the River Tweed, and the River Avon. That's the Avon one in Warwickshire, not the one in runs through Bristol, Tom. As you rightly said, there are a couple of them. Unfortunately, the River Joe does not appear on the list. I'm not sure if that was a great surprise there. I'd say that's probably the hardest question of the quiz, so you've done well to
guys.
negate that, gents. So
That was quite a difficult one.
I say they could be easier. I don't know at this point until we ask the questions, I suppose. We'll move round to Joe for a question number, please.
Awesome, yeah. Can I get 4, please, Ian?
Yes, you can. This is a question about Africa. I would like to know the 10 most populated countries in Africa that don't begin with a vowel. Now, to avoid confusion, I've removed the Ivory Coast / Cote d'Ivoire. So again, it's the 10 most populated countries in Africa that don't begin with a vowel, and there are 3 tension answers.
I like this.
It's tough. There's so many African countries, and it's hard to know all the populations.
I know number 1 by a country.
I mean,
but it's got
you
the-
said that last time and you got number 2.
Why bring up the receipts?
It is you to go, Joe, whenever you're ready. by
Okay,
the
yeah.
way.
I've got a few down, but I think I'm going to go Morocco.
That's good.
Okay,
That's good, yeah.
no problem. Over to you, Ed.
I think I'm going to play it really safe here. Really safe, because it's a tricky question, this. I'm going to say Nigeria.
I think that's number 1.
Round to you then, Tom.
I'm going to go, and I've got to play it relatively safe because I just don't know. I'm going to go Cameroon. I didn't mean to say that. Can I change it? Or do I have to keep that?
What do we think, guys?
Let him off.
He stepped in very quickly
Yeah,
there,
go on.
so I'm going to let you decide.
Are you
if
sure? I
he's
don't
allowed to
mind.
change
Yeah,
it.
you went through enough with your setup this morning. You have it.
I meant to say Senegal. I always get those 2 mixed up.
Okay, Senegal. Round to you then, Jack, for your answers. Obviously, do explain anything that you may have down.
Well, I'm glad I'm a nice person because that was my guess.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. But I do have another few guesses. So I'm going to speak my thoughts. So Nigeria and Senegal have been said. I don't know what Madagascar is, but I think that's got a bit of a population. Kenya, the Seychelles. I know it's not relatively big, but I know there is a few million. I'm going to bite the bullet here. I'm going to go with the Central African Republic of the Congo. Need I say more?
So sorry for robbing your answer, mate.
Sorry, if you get 10 now, I'll cry. I'll just cry.
Right, well, going from the top, as was mentioned, with 216 million people in it, Nigeria by quite a distance is number 1 on this list, Ed, so you do get yourself 1 point. Second on the list, we jump down to 95 million people, so under half than Nigeria is DR Congo would be second on the list. Third on the list is Tanzania. Fourth on the list is South Africa, which I thought somebody might have said. Fifth on the list, it was mentioned, Kenya would have got you 5 points. Sixth on the list is Sudan. Seventh on the list is Morocco, Joe. So 7 points. So that is made up from your 2 -3s to begin with. You're now in the positive. Eighth on the list for 8 points. Don't think I heard it said. Mozambique would have got you 8 points. Ninth on the list, I'm pretty sure this was said. Ghana would have got you 9 points.
I've said all of
And
it.
your 10-point maximum answer would have been Madagascar, Jack.
God,
You said
3 of
Madagascar.
them.
Had you have said it, it would have been 10 points. Now, your 3 tension answers here. The first one is Cameroon, which, to be fair, it was voted that he could change his answer, but it would have been -5 for Tom had you have made him keep it. 12th on the list is Niger, and 13th on the list is Burkina Faso. Senegal and the Central African Republic are too small, and I am going to just double check this because, Jack, the Central African Republic is 5 million people in it.
Oh, I thought you said of the Congo, though.
I did. Central African Republic of the Congo.
Oh, God. It's the Democratic Republic of Congo and the Central African Republic. So it...
VAR.
Not letting you have that, mate. Not letting you have that.
Well,
All right, okay. Yep.
I'm joking.
I don't. So I got it wrong. If I got it wrong, just give me 10 points. Just something like that.
yeah, so it's the Central African Republic and the Democratic Republic of Congo. So depending on if I'm going off the Congo bit, we can maybe decide if you were meaning DR Congo or the Central African Republic.
I was thinking of Jeffrey Kondogbia, who switched from France to
What do we think, gents? We're gonna have to take another vote here. This
I
is
think
on
you
you.
meant
This is
the
on you
Congo,
guys.
didn't you? I think
I did. To be fair, I did mean Congo, but I want to be fair.
I mean,
I can't vote against
Joe
you.
and Ed, feel free to jump in at this point.
It's very quiet in here.
Well,
Ed, Joe, we've been friends for years.
yeah, you know what? You are right. So in that case, I'm going to vote against it. I'm so far behind that I need any sort of leverage that I can get.
Right. I see. Vendetta. Well, is that -3 for me or -5?
That would be -3 if we are assuming that you meant.
You can have it. You can have it.
if we're on the chase, you wouldn't get it, but
The game's gone.
You know, is Bradley Walsh giving you that? Is Stephen Mulhern giving you that? Is, you know...
Mulhern.
Yeah,
He did magic with kids. He would give it. Not in that way. No.
Keep that in. Keep that in.
Okay, right. I'll make a decision. I think Jack can get the 2 points because he said Congo. Now, obviously, I'm not necessarily going to say that this may now dictate any other 50-50 calls going forward. So I may, from now on, I'm going to be I'll be stricter in terms of confirming what country/thing you mean.
Why don't we all have a lifeline? Phone a friend.
This is it. You know, check the map for rivers. Yeah. Right then. So we'll assume that there's 2 points in that, Jack. We move round then to Ed for the last question of round one. If you could give me a question number, please.
I'm going to say number 10, please.
Question number 10. Okay. I would like to know, excluding any cities in China, and also to avoid confusion, I'm removing anywhere in Russia. I'd like to know the 10 largest cities in Asia. Now, this is based on the metropolitan area of the Asian cities, and there are 3 tension answers.
Land area rather than population.
No, sorry. The population covers the metropolitan area of the city. So there are obviously some cities where the centre of the city, the actual city itself is big, but the metropolitan area stretches out a bit further than just simply the centre of the city. So like boroughs outside of it would count.
Oh, interesting.
Some big ones, isn't there?
Will I go first for this one?
You are, yeah. You don't have to jump straight in just yet. You can give yourself a minute.
No, I
just
am.
yet.
I'm going to jump straight in.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say Jakarta.
Jakarta. Okay, that does move around to you, Tom. Obviously, you are welcome to have a little bit more time, or you're welcome to just jump straight in.
I'm using my full 2 minutes, mate.
Good, please.
I am just going to take another few seconds just to...
Do you want to just speak your thoughts? What options you have? Just
No. I don't know if this will be in there. I mean, there's that many, but I'm going to go Manila.
Ooh.
I know it's bloody big, so...
Yep, okay. Moving around to Jack.
oh god. Okay, I'm gonna go with New Delhi.
Moving around. Finally, Joe, feel free to spit out any answers you might have at this point.
Yeah, so I had 3. I had Tokyo, but that's not one I'm going to use. And I had Bangkok, but I'm going to go for Mumbai.
There's between those two and me.
That's where I am right now. I'll have a count.
Are you in Mumbai?
Yeah.
No way.
Just having a browse.
Any good?
Yeah, it's all right.
So, top of the list, as was probably well diverted by Joe, Tokyo is number 1 on the list. Has a population of a metropolitan area of 38 million people. Second on the list is Delhi/New Delhi. So
Oh,
that's
for
2
God's
points,
sake! I just
Jack.
keep getting 1s and 2s.
I mean, it's better to be right than wrong. Third on the list, just behind it, is Mumbai, Joe. So you get 3 points for Mumbai. Fourth on the list is Osaka. Fifth on the list is Dhaka. Would have got you 5 points. Sixth on the list is Karachi.
What do I for 2,
Seventh
Matt?
on the list is Calcutta/Kolkata. 8th on the list is Manila. Tom. So you get 8 points.
Nice.
So well done.
Nice.
I'm not bugging.
9th on the list is Bangalore/Bengaluru, depending on what you say. And for your maximum 10 points, you needed to say the city of Jakarta, Ed. So well done. For 10 maximum points.
How's he doing this?
I have no idea. I will say that your 3 tensions for this question would have been Chennai, Seoul would have been...
Seoul?
I had that written
Seoul
down.
would have been a tension, as was Bangkok.
Oh,
You were
okay.
lucky to not say Bangkok. Those would have been your 3 tensions. However, that does mean that we get to the end of the first round, and I can give a score update. So currently at the moment in the 4th place position, Joe, you're currently on 4. Jack, you're currently in 3rd on 9. Tom, you're on 15. And Ed is currently in the lead with 22. However, we still have
give it a rest.
another 6 questions, and we do have 2 double pointers.
We could just say that, Ed, you had the classes that were names of rivers, and you're currently in Asia. I feel like this is a little bit unfair.
I have been to Jakarta as well a couple of weeks back.
I went to Butlins and Devon Cliffs.
To start round 2, we move all the way back to Tom for a question number, please.
1. 1 hasn't been taken, has it?
No.
You're absolutely right, 1 has not been taken. And this is a question about flags. Nice and simple. I'd like to know the 10 most populated countries in the world with black in their flag. And for this question, there are 4 tension answers.
It can be anywhere in the flag, even like a little speck.
As long as there is black, as long as there's clearly, when you look at the flag, there's clearly black. We won't take like black outlines of things, but like there is something that is black, so to speak.
Really got to know your flags, haven't you?
I like this question.
Yeah, it's good.
This is where Jack admits he's got a thing of flags in front of him.
I used to, this sounds really weird, I used to play flag quizzes, and I get like 100 out of 100 every single time. I don't know why.
Sound weird.
Thank you. This is, I can only think of a few here. This is really difficult. I want to think
Hurry
of it.
up, don't I?
10 more seconds or so, Tom.
Oh, God.
This is tricky.
I'm going to go with Egypt.
Over to you, Jack.
I don't think there's too many that have black in it, so it's going to, and there'll be small countries. I'm going to go with Jamaica. There's a few million. It's not that big, but I'm assuming there'll be like, nothing.
All good, all good. Joe, over to you.
For some reason, I've got Hawaii. I'll stick with Hawaii because that's what came to me first. Why not?
Okay. And finally, we move round to Ed. Feel free to explain anything you may have written down.
I've only got 3 written down. I had Egypt, which I think is probably the best one. I've got Syria. I don't know how big Syria is. Never been. And I've got Germany. I think I'm going to play safe. I think, is it in the German flag or am I going mental now? I'm going to just go Germany.
I think Afghanistan's going to be about 6th or 7th. I've just thought about that.
Okay, well, I can tell you that the most populated, with 107 million people, is Egypt, Tom. So that's
a poor
1 point
answer,
for
really.
you. Well, second on the list has 83 million people in it, and that's Germany, Ed. So you get yourself 2 points. Third on the list, we jumped down to 68 million people in Tanzania. 4th on the list, and I thought someone would say it,
Kenya.
South Africa was
yeah.
4th on the list. 5th on the list was Kenya. That would have been 5 points. 6th on the list, Sudan. 7th on the list, and this is a sneaky one, South Korea, with the bits around the edge. 8th on the list was Iraq. 9th on the list, we're at 45 million people at this point, Jack. We're looking for Uganda. That would be for 9 points.
What's I do?
Your maximum 10-point answer with 43.8 million people in it is Afghanistan. Afghanistan.
How many guesses am I going to pick in this game? And then
I can tell you that there were 4 tension answers. They were, in order, Angola, Mozambique, Ghana, and Yemen. I can confirm that Jamaica is too small, and unfortunately, Joe, Hawaii is a state in the United States, so it's not a country.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, that's tragic.
I mean, I tried to hide any kind of facial expression when you said it. I didn't want to give anything away, but I'm not sure how many others may have known that at the point of you saying it. But yeah, unfortunately, Hawaii is not a country. So we move round to you, Jack. It is actually your question number.
I don't know anymore. I'm going to go with. We still have double points. So I'm gonna. Do you know what? I think you've been sneaky. I think you put double points in number 2.
Okay, well, as mentioned before, the double pointers are at the end of the quiz.
Oh,
But it's absolutely fine. It's still a good question. This is actually about travel. Qatar Airways was this year voted the best airline in the world. Excluding Qatar Airways, who are the next 10 best airlines in the world based on the Skytrax Awards in June? And for this question, there are 5 tension answers here.
I saw that list.
Oh, cheating.
Oh, says you, Ed.
Someone may be digging themselves a grave here, Jack. If you know, because I'm just saying, if you get this wrong now, you know.
Perfect answer now. Nothing less.
It's more. I don't know the names of like certain countries' air travel things. I think I have an answer. I'm going to try and explain this without giving anything away. I remember the list, and there's obviously a lot of like nice luxury things. I swear Ryanair was on that list.
No problem. We move round to you, Joe.
Yeah, I think I also saw this list. I vaguely remember seeing some names towards the end where I was like, that makes no sense at all. So I'm going to go Air New Zealand.
And over to you, Tom.
This isn't my forte. The only answer I've got here that I think will definitely be on the list is Emirates.
Okay. And, well, we now move round to someone who's clearly been on a lot of flights recently, Ed. Feel free to explain, anything you may have.
Well, I was trying to think of Emirates, and you just took it. I've got Singapore Airlines down. I've got Etihad. I'm trying to think if Etihad. I feel like Etihad was surprisingly low, so I'm gonna go Singapore Airlines. I think.
I have just realised that I actually just asked Tom and Ed round the wrong way, so I apologise there. First on the list after Qatar, which obviously was number 1, is Singapore, Ed. So you get 1 point for that.
Okay.
Yeah, Singapore Airlines was second on the list. First, obviously, on this list. Second on this list, but third overall, was Cathay Pacific. They would have got you 2 points. For 3 points, it's Emirates, Tom. So you get 3
I'll
points
take
for
it.
that. Fourth on the list is ANA. They're also known as All Nippon Airways, which I believe is a Japanese airline or around the Japanese area. Fifth on the list, Turkish Airlines would have got you 5 points. Sixth on the list, Korean Air would get you 6 points. Seventh on the list, Air France. Eighth on the list is Japan Airlines, so they are different to All Nippon Airways, ANA. Ninth on the list is Hainan Airlines, which is in China. And for maximum 10 points, you needed to say Swiss Airlines would have gotten 10 points. Your 5 tension answers are...
5?
Yep, 5 tension answers.
My ears.
Eva Air, British Airways, Qantas, Lufthansa, and Virgin Atlantic. They would have got you your 5 tensions. I am just checking this, just to double check, to see exactly where everyone was in the world's top 100 airlines. Ryanair were 61st.
Ryanair, what are you thinking?
I swear I saw it. I did. I saw it.
You're seeing things. What are you on about?
Air New Zealand was slightly higher on the list. They were 24th.
I feel like maybe I saw something about safety rather than the whole experience.
Well, you do have 2 more questions that are not double pointers, which means that we then move round to, off the top of my head, Joe, for a question number.
Okay, let's go for 6.
Question number 6. I've somehow put this as a football/geography crossover, although really the question's a bit more geography based, but you may have some further knowledge if you do follow football. The Football World Cup is going to be played next year across Canada, Mexico, and the United States. Can you tell me the 10 most populated cities in just Canada and Mexico? They do not have to be host cities on this list, and there are 4 tension answers here.
Can I just go whenever?
You can, yeah, by all means.
I'm not too confident with getting a good answer here, but I think I'll get a few points. Montreal?
Montreal, yeah. Ed certainly looks like that may have been one of or his answer. We do actually move round to him next, so you'll go, my friend.
Still got a bit of time though, haven't I? Still got a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, Joe did jump in pretty quickly there, so yeah, we've certainly got at least another 20-30 seconds, yeah.
I don't have anything else. I'm going to say Mexico City.
Oh,
Okay, over to you then, Tom.
I'm going to go for Guadalajara.
Where has that come from?
Now the knowledge is coming up.
I like the way you said that. Say that again.
Guadalajara.
Oh.
Okay, well, Jack, please feel free to run through any answers and what you want to go for.
Little not known fact about me. I used to play ice hockey. I actually played NHL, the game, and I knew quite a few American and Canadian teams, and a lot of them have the cities in the name. Mexico, I'm not that good at. I think Cancun is more of a party destination, but I don't know how big it is. I think I'm going to go with Pittsburgh.
Right then, well, by quite a long way, 9.2 million people are in Mexico City, Ed, so you get yourself 1 point.
I don't think Pittsburgh's in Canada.
Bit of a jump down, 3.2 million people live in Toronto, which is in Canada, and that's 2 points. Third on the list, 2.2 million people live in Montreal, Joe. Fourth on the list is Tijuana. Fifth on the list, and I know I'm going to screw up the pronunciation of this, is Ecatepec or Ecatepec, which is in Mexico. I mean, I think it's in Mexico. I would assume so with a name like that. Sixth on the list is Leon in Mexico. Would get you 6 points. Seventh on the list, we're back in Canada for Calgary. That would be 7 points.
Calgary Flames.
Eighth on the list, Puebla in Mexico would get you 8 points. Ninth on the list, Juarez in Mexico would get you 9 points. And for 10 points, maximum answer is Zapopan in Mexico, because your 4 tension answers are in order. Guadalajara for -5, Tom.
I hate you.
No.
Edmonton in Canada, Ottawa in Canada, and I did think someone might have said Monterrey in Mexico, which would have also been next. Pittsburgh, I'm 99% sure is in America. That does mean we have 1 question left before a score update. So finally, Ed, at the end of round 2, can I have a question number, please?
Question number 9, please.
Question number 9 is a question about America. There are, as you all know, and Joe definitely knows one of them, 50 states in the United States. I would like to know, based on population, the 10 highest populated state capitals. So they must be the state capital, not the largest city in the state. And for this question, there are 4 tension answers. Now, you must obviously give me the name of the city. You can't just say the state and say the capital of that one.
It's where the capitals. I haven't got a clue. I thought it was going to be states. I thought, you could be a bit nicer, but capitals is mental.
Well, I mean, this is it. I thought with some travel creators coming on, people that know about geography, I was thinking I might make it just a little bit more difficult.
Right, I can't say something. Let's put some pressure on them. I'm going to say Orlando, Florida, as in Orlando being the capital of Florida.
Okay, we move round to you, Tom.
At one point, I did know a few of these. I've got some that I know, but they're small. I don't know if this is the capital, but I'm going to go San Antonio, Texas.
Right then, moving round to you, Jack.
Part of me is thinking, do I just go for what I said last time? Oh, this is really difficult. I'm going to go with Kentucky.
Over to you then, Joe.
It's between 2 main ones that I'm thinking. I think I'm going to go for Detroit.
Locking in Detroit. Okay.
I was going to go back to Pittsburgh.
The highest populated state capital has 1.6 million people in it, and that is Phoenix in Arizona. Second on the list is the state capital of Texas, which is Austin for 2 points. Third on the list is the state capital of Ohio, which is Columbus. Fourth on the list, state capital of Indiana, which is Indianapolis. Fifth on the list is Denver in Colorado. That would get you 5. Sixth on the list is Nashville, which is Tennessee's state capital. Seventh on the list is Oklahoma City, which is the state capital of Oklahoma. Eighth on the list, this was the one that I thought definitely one person would say, was Boston, Massachusetts. Would have got you 8 points. Ninth on the list is the state capital of California, which is Sacramento. And finally, for 10 points, you needed to say the state capital of Georgia, which is Atlanta, which would have been your 10-point answer. Now, your 4 tension answers are Raleigh in North Carolina, Honolulu in Hawaii, which I did think Joe may have said, keeping with his Hawaiian thing, St. Pauli in Minnesota, and Lincoln in Nebraska. So luckily, or unluckily, whichever way you want to look at it, all 4 of you are incorrect. Nice and consistently there, boys, you get -3 each. So it doesn't really make any difference, but that does mean we can go to a score update. Now, I can say that after round 2, and we have had this come up a couple of times in previous episodes of this series, there is an imaginary player 5. Player 5 exists because obviously 5 is the most number of players you can have in a game of tension. Player 5 is consistently scoring 0 because they're not taking part. We actually have 2 players who are behind player 5 as they have minus points. So in 5th place, Jack, you're on -3. In 4th place, Joe, you are on -2. Then we have player 5 who's not taken part yet. In 2nd place, we have Tom with 11, and Ed, you are currently leading with 23. We do now move to the double pointers. Now, this does mean, like I said, there is up to a 30-point swing on each question. Everything is doubled, so your scoring, tension answers, and also anything incorrect becomes a -6 instead of a -3. We go round, obviously this time based on the score, so this means that Jack, you will go first to get an advantage, Joe, you will go second, Tom, you will go third, and Ed, you will be last. So if this is the time to gamble, fellas, this is the time indeed. You have, Jack, to choose from 5 or 8, which are the double point questions.
I've got a really weird feeling about 8.
Okay, well, I can tell you, as you may or may not know, the Netherlands has the tallest average height in the world for males and females. I would like to know the next 10 countries by the average adult's height at 19 years old. If the average height is the same, then the country with the taller males will appear higher on the list. And as a little clue, every country on this list happens to be in Europe. There are 5 tension answers.
I was not expecting that question.
That is really random, yeah.
I need to be competitive here. I'm going to go straight in. I'm going Iceland.
Jack, gone in with Iceland. Okay, that means Joe, we move around to you.
Yeah, I think this one might be a bit too obvious, but I'm gonna go with Norway.
Right then, Tom, round to you.
I'm going to go Germany.
Now, I don't know how many notes you have here, Ed, on this one, but feel free to run through anything you might have down.
I've literally just got UK and Denmark down. Or do you go for the Czech? It could be the Czech. They're quite big lads. Do you know what? I'm gonna say UK. Let's go for UK.
Top of the list, or next on the list of the tallest average height of a 19-year-old, male and female, after the Dutch, for 2 points, because of course this is doubled, is Montenegro.
Stefan Jovetic.
Second on the list for 4 points, Estonia. Now, third on the list for 6 points, has the same height as Estonia, but shorter males, is Denmark for 6 points. Fourth on this list is Iceland, Jack, so you get 8 points. Well done.
All right.
Okay. Fifth on the list for 10 points is Bosnia and Herzegovina. They have the same height but taller males than in 6th place, Latvia, who would have got you 12 points. 7th on the list for 14 points was the Czech Republic, Ed. So that would have been 14 points.
He did name about 10 countries.
To be fair,
Yeah,
I named half
yeah.
of Europe. Yeah.
Yeah. 8th on the list is Serbia. They would have got you 16
Oh,
points.
there's some big units.
Slovenia would have got you 18 points. And for maximum 20 points, you had to say the country of Lithuania. Because your 5 tension answers are, in order, Slovakia, Ukraine, Croatia, Sweden, and Finland. Because luckily, Norway would have been next on the list, Joe, so you only get -6. However, Germany and the UK do not make this list, and therefore that's -6 for Tom and Ed, which will put a change in the scores for the last question. Going into the last question, Joe, you have 8 points to make up to get level with imaginary player 5, because you're currently on -8. Imaginary player 5 is on 0. Tom, you are in joint second with Jack, both with 5, and Ed, you're currently on 17. So again, there is still a 30-point swing on this question, which means it can all change.
Okay.
So the order will change now. So it's Joe, and for Tom and Jack, because you have the same score, Jack, I'm going to flip a coin in front of me. If you get the coin flip right, you will go second. If you get it wrong, you will go third. Okay? So call it in 1, 2, 3.
Tails.
It is a tails, Jack. So you will be going second. Tom, you will be going third.
Okay.
So
Sorry, Tom.
the last question is a question about Africa again. I would like to know the top 10 countries of Africa by the length of their coastlines.
God. Wow.
There are 3 tension answers here. And of course, this is a double pointer, so everything is doubled.
By the length of their coastline.
I'm going last.
That's a belter of a question.
Can I just go straight away?
If you wish, Joe, you can go whenever you like.
I know there's quite a few, and I've been to a few places in Africa, but I'm going to stick with Morocco because I know it's at the top and it's not too long.
Okay, Joe. Morocco is your answer. No problem. It does move over to Jack, but you know, you can have a few seconds if you wish.
I'm pretty sure I know what number 1 is. The other one that I have, it's not the biggest of countries, but it's definitely on the coast. So I'm going to say Ivory Coast or Côte d'Ivoire.
And that means we move over to Tom now.
There's a handful that have got distinctively long coastlines. I can't pick one of them. So I'm going to go for Algeria.
Okay. Ed, obviously you're last to go. Feel free to explain any of the answers you have written.
South Africa, probably got quite a small coastline, I don't know. Nigeria, maybe coastal, I don't know. Ivory Coast. But I think I'm going to have to play it safe because I've got no other answers, to be honest, that I know have coastlines. I'm going to hope everyone else has just got it massively wrong, and I'm going to play it safe and say Madagascar.
This is, of course, a double pointer. Number 1 on the list for 2 points is Madagascar.
Oh,
So that's 2 points, Ed. So that's it. There's the safe answer gone. Next on the list for 4 points, second place is Somalia. Third place for 6 points is South Africa. Fourth on the list for 8 points is Mozambique. So that would have got you 8 points.
What did you say, Jack? Sorry.
Ivory Coast.
Oh, yeah.
Fifth on the list for 10 points is Egypt. Sixth on the list for 12 points is Eritrea. Seventh on the list for 14 points is Morocco, Joe. So you've definitely made up the 8 points that you needed to be above Imaginary Player 5, so well played. Eighth on the list, worth 16 points, is Libya. Ninth on the list for 18 points. We're currently now less than 1,000 miles of coastline. So for 18 points, you needed to say Angola, which wasn't said. And your maximum 20-point answer,
Please
for
say it.
10th place, 977 miles of coastline in Namibia. Because your 3 tension answers are, in order, Tanzania, Tunisia, and Algeria, Tom, unfortunately. So you finished with a tension answer. The Ivory Coast, I don't have them on my list.
Wait, I finished last, haven't I?
Well, I can tell you right now. So straight after that, we'll go straight into the scores. And I can confirm in 5th place with -5 is Tom. So
I
well
don't
done, Tom.
believe that.
In 4th place with -1 is Jack.
-1? So the 5th player is 3rd.
I can confirm that in 3rd place, Imaginary Player 5 is in 3rd place with 0.
He didn't make a single guess.
Joe managed to escape the clutches of non-playing Player 5 and
River Joe.
scored 6 points in the end, River Joe, which does mean that our winner today with a massive total of 19 points, which may be the hardest quiz I've written, to be fair. So congratulations to Ed. Hopefully we'll see you back very soon. Did you guys enjoy it? I'm sorry if it was a bit too hard. I wasn't specifically trying to make it hard.
No, it was good. It was tense.
It was great.
Tense towards the
That's
end.
really good fun, actually. It's made my day.
Really good questions, to be fair.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Well, there we have it. Well done to Ed. We shall hopefully be seeing him next week in the final. Just a quick word to say thank you very much for all your messages and also the questions that you're sending in. They do really give me a lot of ideas for a lot of the questions, so do continue to do so. And if you want to, you can email me at info@tension.com. That's tension with a 1 and a 0 instead of an I and an O. We are on a mission to hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you do like the content, please comment, please share, and more importantly, please do subscribe. You can also find us on TikTok and Instagram with the handles @tension_game. Again, that's tension with a 1 and a 0 instead of an I and an O. And hopefully, I'll see you again soon.